Hey guys, Bill here again. Today I want to talk about ecological cycle, two of them actually, starting with the carbon cycle. I want you guys to think about what carbon cycle is, why is it important for our ecological system, and why do we study this cycle? So first of all, let's look at what the definition of a carbon cycle is, or what is carbon cycle. It's pretty simple enough or straightforward actually. The definition in a sense is just basically carbon is exchanged or recycled among Earth's oceans, atmosphere, ecosystem, and geosphere. So basically, it's describing what the title of the definition itself is. Um, I'll give you guys a couple seconds to think about why is it important and why do we study this carbon cycle. I will give you guys a couple seconds to think about that. Oops, think about that, and if you have to pause the video, do so, and I'll see you guys in a couple seconds. So, carbon cycle is very significant for um, just our atmosphere and for our ecosystem because there are actually many reasons, but one of the reasons is that all organisms are built of carbon compounds, actually. So it is fundamental for our building blocks of our life and is important components for many chemical processes. Um, it is present in the atmosphere primarily as a carbon dioxide, as you guys know, and also are less abundant but climatically significant gases such as methane. Even though CO2 is a very small part of our atmosphere, CO2 is important for balancing planet's energy cycle. I think, I believe that I think is literally 0.06% of our atmosphere in the percentage wise, but is super important for balancing our planet's energy cycle. As you guys know, global warming or greenhouse effect is one of the big concern. That effect should be sorry. And studying carbon cycle can be very important for understanding how greenhouse effect is affecting our ecological ecosystems and how it could affect organisms or even directly to humans. So carbon cycle can be carbon cycle can be very important. So I want you guys to look at this diagram. This can help you guys understand how carbon flows around an atmosphere and how it just cycles basically. So let's look at this carbon cycle diagram, starting with sunlight. So like I said, it is really important for greenhouse effect, right? So it affects the greenhouse effect because, in the first place, additional CO2 gas in an atmosphere that is and that's floating around the air or in the sky, it traps the long wave radiation, right? Which radiate heat away from the planet, causing the global warming. So what that means is that looking at this diagram, this is just natural flow. Just try to ignore what factory says, right? The auto and factory emissions. Try to ignore that. This is just natural cause. A lot of people think that burning fossil fuel is bad. That's because this is artificial way. That's how it cycles. Before the or factories and all the emissions of burning fossil fuels existed. This was just it, or a natural cycle, right? But this, factory system got edited into our ecosystem. This, or obviously, our natural carbon cycle was affected too. So that's why it is important to understand this cycle itself. So as long as this natural cycle is going on, we will have no problem. But since there's additional step of additional carbon getting released from the fossil fuel, which there's natural fossil fuels getting released from dead organisms and waste products and just plants itself. But once we burn that, then we're exponentially releasing the carbon cycles to our atmosphere, and that's how we trap long wave radiation and causing heat waves, and it's warming our global system. So burning fossil fuel can be a really problematic to this century stuff because we use a lot of fossil fuels. So that's why studying carbon cycle can be really important. So hopefully this video helped, and if you guys have any additional questions, please email me. I will see you guys in nitrogen cycle.